What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. So today's video is kind of back towards my magical topics. I wanted to discuss another one of the books that I've currently been using that I'm not yet finished with, and that is Wealth Magic by Damon. So, like I said, I'm not done with the entire workings in this book because it takes like a process of 6 or 7 months, depending on if you do it back to back or whatever. So I'm not here to report any physical, tangible manifestations or results that have taken place yet. But I wanted to make a video about a shift that I've noticed that I didn't expect. It was kind of a pleasant surprise. And that is a shift in my thinking, a shift towards prosperity thinking. Now this isn't something that I even knew that I wanted or needed in my life, until I somehow stumbled across these books, the Gallery of Magic books, and wealth magic in general. And then it just took my thinking to a whole level of what wealth means, of what it is, of how to achieve it, and introducing me to a whole bunch of other souls and people out there that are on the same path or on similar paths. I've probably learned more about wealth and finances in a general sense in the past 6 months than in my entire life put together. I mean, I'm not very old, and when you're young, you're not learning about economics or anything in kindergarten. And it's not necessarily economics I'm talking about. It's more so of, do I have a wealthy mindset? Do I have a mindset where I believe I deserve good things and that I believe abundance should be mine? Do I deserve abundance? Am I putting the work out there that deserves a reward of blessings? I don't know. So if anyone is familiar with this book, or any of these books, specifically this one, you'll know that in the very beginning, there's something called the daily practice. And this daily practice is basically a simple, 5 to 10 second saying or thought process that you say to yourself once a day. And it has honestly somehow aligned my mind on a more wealth-focused track, if that makes sense. So, and all it merely is going around every day thinking or saying out loud, how do I feel right now? Right now I feel calm, I feel excited, I feel grateful, I feel a little anxious, or whatever, whatever it is. And then just realizing the beauty in everything, wherever you are, wherever you may be, just finding the beauty in something. And then asking yourself, how did I become so wealthy? How did I become this wealthy? Even if you don't believe it, thinking it is half the battle. Believing it is half the battle, I guess. So just with this daily practice and with all the exercises or rituals in this book, I don't know what I expected when I picked it up. When I was introduced to this, I was kind of at a point where I was like, I have nothing to lose, I'm willing to try it, and, I still haven't seen all the results manifest. But in the 4 or 5 months that I have been doing this, I have shifted into a more conscious money-making mindset. Wealth has become more of a priority for me. And I don't necessarily mean wealth as in making billions of dollars. I just mean wealth as in comfortable living, whatever that means to me. And in this time, it has I have 2 jobs right now, and it's kind of made me think about how I can grow in each job as well as beyond each job. And how many other ways or areas of my life I can turn into side hustles, so to speak, or money-making side hustles. This book has taught me gratitude, to be grateful for what I have already, even if I don't have much. You know, during these rituals, I moved from a house, a room in a house, more or less. I was just renting the room, into my own apartment, you know. So regardless of if I have nothing, I mean, not that I had nothing, but if I have nothing, and if I have so much, be grateful for it. Because if we are alive and here living, that is something to be grateful for, whether we see it yet or not. So gratitude, and then I've become, you know, over the years, everyone has their shadows, everyone has their skeletons in their closet, and so I've been through some stuff in the past few years that's almost made me feel undeserving of a life of wealth and abundance, you know, or something that's made me think that it's going to come from an outside source. And a lot of people's wealth does come from outside sources. A lot of people's is inherited, or, you know, some trust fund, or maybe they got lucky and actually won the lottery. You know, it comes from an outside source. And for so long, I was looking at that as like, when is the money going to come to me? You know, when is that going to happen? But it's changed my perspective, and in a positive way, of that the money will come to me when I become a money magnet. And in order to become a money magnet, I need to be working. I need to do things that are going to attract wealth and money to me. I need to believe that I deserve wealth and abundance. And I need to work for it. Where can I move in my career that's going to benefit my overall wealth? And I mean emotional wealth, I mean physical wealth, I mean mental wealth. My thought processes have become so much more rich, or so much richer, whichever the term is, in these past 4 months, just from doing this book, just from saying to myself every day, how did I become so wealthy? Why am I so wealthy? And believing that wealth can be mine, and seeing these opportunities in my day-to-day life of, you know, where will this benefit me? Can I move up in this? Is this a waste of my time? Is this something I really want to be doing? Would I rather be making my wealth and money doing this, or could I be rather wanting to do something else? It's long story short, or long video short, or whatever. This book has already begun to open my eyes to a new way of thinking, and introduce me to people in a community that have similar views. And I've learned so much from them in the past 6 to 8 months than I have about any of this stuff. I've just learned so much from them, We continue to teach each other and to grow together. So my mindset before has just become, you know, from a casual working, like, not necessarily goal-oriented, but not focused goal-oriented, to a more driven and focused and a knowing of what I want to do and how I want to do it and where I want to go and how I can achieve the wealth in the meantime, and how can I begin now to live a life of wealth. Astrologically speaking, I've also dove into my, you know, second house. I have my moon in Aquarius in my second house, which rules, which is just, I've had to do the research behind that and just know what that means to me regarding my finances. So a shift in prosperity thinking is something that I didn't know that I needed. But hey, I'm really grateful that it's happening. And it's just going to continue to happen the more that I work with this book and any wealth magic in general. Now, like I said, I'm not done with this, but I will update you guys on when I'm finished and how the results manifest. I didn't want to talk too much about the magic in this book because I feel like that's a little more secretive, or at least for me, but I wanted to share this abundant mindset that I'm just so grateful for, that I've learned. And it's been a struggle. It hasn't been easy, but it's been worth it. So that's all for this video. Until next time, guys, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, life, And peace.